Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Garance French and today I am doing a video that's a bit different from what I usually do because I am doing a reading vlog slash review of a book, and I've really enjoyed the process of filming, so I might do this more often. But this was really, just to try because I was very excited to talk about this book in particular. I talk about books on the channel quite often, but I really wanted to talk about this book specifically, and that's right here. Voice of the Ocean by Kelsey Impicciche. Voice of the Ocean is the debut novel from Kelsey Impicciche, and she's a YouTuber that I have been following for many years. She's one of my favorite YouTubers, and so this is her debut novel, and I was very excited, so I pre-ordered it like months and months ago. I was on the waiting list with the emails and stuff, and I was very excited to read it. My dog is doing her thing behind, don't mind her. But yeah, so I pre-ordered it like last year, like 6 months ago, and it came in the mail a little bit later than it was released in April, but it came to me only like in May because France, and it needed the time to get there, but it did, and I was very excited. So I am done with it. I finished it last night, and I have a lot of things to say about this book. I said already a lot of things while I was reading it. As I said, this is also a reading vlog. I have recorded myself while I was reading the book, like just saying some stuff about my mind. And first off, I'm going to leave you with the video of when I received the book, and I was very, very excited. Look what finally arrived. First of all, hello, that's so cute. Like, it's me. Like, I love it. But I'm gonna have to go through it, so okay. I'm so impatient. Oh my god. It's a hardback. I love it. Shh. Naya. Oh, I'm gonna put that on. Look at that. Chut. Calme-toi. Va te coucher là. Retourne te coucher. Okay, putting myself over here so she won't annoy me. I have pre-ordered this like so long ago, and I have been following Kelsey for so many years. I was on the email list that she did to try to convince people to publish her novel. I've been here this whole time. Wait. I've been here all along, and now I finally have her book in my hands. I'm so obsessed, and it should be a signed copy. Yes, she signed it. I love it. This is so great. Oh, we have I love bookmarks. I collect them. This is from the rib bodies, why I ordered it. I have nothing bad to say about the rib bodies, the way they sent it. It was amazing. I'm obsessed. Oh god, it smells good. Oh, I can't wait to start it. I'm currently reading The Witcher, but once I'm done with it, girly, I'm diving into this book, pun intended. This is so great. I'm obsessed. Oh my god. I'm obsessed. I can't wait to read it. I'm obsessed. So you can see I was extremely excited, and honestly, it hasn't changed. I was so excited to read it, and so I did. So I'm gonna leave you now with a bunch of clips, videos from when I was reading the book. There will be spoilers, I think. I don't remember exactly, but there might be spoilers. So if you have not read the book and don't want to know what's happening, it's probably not the video for you. But if you have read the book, please comment what were your favorite moments, your thoughts about my thoughts about the book. Like, just feel free to comment. It'll be very fun. Hi. So I'm in my backyard. I don't know how you say it in English. Anyway, it's really hot today. Wait, there's a truck coming in. It's really hot today and tomorrow also, but right now I'm alone at home. My mother is at work, my sister's somewhere, and so I just set up my little chair, and I have this, obviously. I was also reading, I have to finish reading The Witcher. This is the first book. I've read it already, but I got the second one for Christmas, and I wanted to reread this one, but now I have to prioritize this one. So this is great, and I'll let you know where I'm at. All right, it's been a couple of days. I've been reading a lot, in the past couple of days, but before that I read one chapter, and then I didn't, and then I read 25. No, not 25. I'm about this much in, so I still have a lot to go. But so far, what chapter am I at? I read 13 chapters so far, so we still have quite a long way to go, but it's okay. For the moment, I have to say I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I thought the beginning was a bit slow. Like I was like, okay, can we get into like the plot, because we have a lot of she obviously the first chapter when she's like seeing the shock and everything, and then she's getting ready to go to the chorus, and then like it's kind of, I was like, oh, it's going, I don't know, I was like, it's not going fast enough, but then things happen. I was like, oh, okay, I see the vision, I see, okay, I'm fine with it actually. And so for now, she just turned into a human, and she just joined Raiden's crew. I really liked when she finds the sea witch, like the change in environment, like you can really feel it. I love how Kelsey writes this, like yeah, you can really feel the change of environment, and it's really nice because I'm not a mermaid, right? I don't even like the sea. I actually have thalassophobia, so I'm afraid of the sea. But like I'm fine with this one. Like it's okay. It works for me. It's just, yeah. Then she finds the sea witch. I love the descriptions of the mermaids too, especially the sea witch. Like I can really picture them like really well, and they're so beautiful. Hello. And I love how she transforms. And then also I like the fact that when she transforms, like she has her armor at the top, but she doesn't have anything like underneath. She's like basically half naked, and that's something you don't think about. But like, yeah, of course she is half naked, and she's gonna show up half naked to the human village and be like, ma'am, you cannot do that. Also, she can't walk, so she gets arrested because she's half naked and looks drunk. So like, yeah, obviously she's gonna get arrested. And I really like those details. Like, it felt really realistic. Also, that part was kind of scary when the guard took her from the beach to the cell. That was kind of scary. I was like, oh, I don't like this. Can we move on? I don't like this. But that's how I read it in this, really. And then she's like, the way she describes like human things, it's so silly. Like, oh, they have like 2 feet, like they go fit like a second pair of hands. I'm like, oh, this is disgusting. I get why they would be disgusted by that. Or like when she's looking around and she sees horses, and like, what the hell is that? And she just doesn't understand basic human things, and things you don't. I don't remember what it was, but there was something I never thought about. I was like, yeah, that makes no sense. That's actually weird. And a mermaid would be so confused at this, and it's just something you don't really think about like that. But what was it? Like the food that they eat, I think that they don't eat like a lot of cooked fish, for example, because they don't have like fire. Like obviously, but like I never thought about it. It's really funny. It's really silly. I laughed out loud a bunch of times already, and I was also very invested like in a lot of things. So yeah, right now she just joined our Radiant's crew, and he was cute at first. Now I get why she wants to kill him. I can't wait. I'm gonna keep reading, but this is really, I'm into it. Because this is like a bit darker than I thought it would be, but also it's not super dark. Like I don't like when things are too dark, but I also don't like when it's too light. I think that's the perfect mix for the moment. So I can't wait to see where it's going. But I'm obsessed. I'm absolutely obsessed, and yeah, it's like every morning, every night, every afternoon I'm reading this. So I can't wait to finish it and see what happens. Obviously, she's not gonna kill him. They're gonna fall in love, but like, how? Because if he was standing in front of me, I would try to kill him too. Like, anyway. So this is like 5 minutes later. Oh, my hair. I'm sorry. I just found one of the things that made me laugh is when she doesn't understand like why people get drunk. She's like, okay, now they had like the pub, and she's like, oh, that must be the place where they're selling the thing that made them drunk. But like, she doesn't understand. She's like, why would they like drink something that makes them clumsy and stupid? And then she's like, why sell something that made humans act odd and then lock them up when they did? It's like, yeah, it kind of doesn't make sense, but also it like, for us it kind of does. It's really fun because like she's just looking at human stuff with like a new way of saying things, and it's really funny and really, like I was like, yeah, she has a point actually. So yeah, there's a bunch of things like this. I'm not gonna show every one of them, but it's really fun. Hi, me again. I'm reading, and there's something I have to say. I really appreciate the diversity, because I mean we had Maeve, who was like, she had a crush on a girl, she had a girlfriend, and now we have 2 men who are married, and I'm like, I never see that in like fantasy, like romance books. And of course, like the 2 main characters, like the love interest, they're straight, like they're men and women. But like we have a lot of queer people around, and I have to say that's really refreshing, because it's like, it's not, I don't know, like I don't know how to say it, but like usually romance books are very straight, too straight. And this is so refreshing, and it's very nice to have just like random characters, like just being gay. I was like, yes, like this is so great. I just had to point it out. This made me like this book even more because like it's just so cool. It's just so cool. There's a Queen of Pirates. He stole the ship, the Red Revenge, from the Queen of Pirates. Her name is Valencia. There's a Queen of Pirates. I need to keep reading that book. No. Someone else is enjoying this book. Look at her taking a nap on the book. She doesn't care. Okay, so I'm a couple of chapters like after. That's a weird phrasing, but you know what I mean. I've read a couple of chapters since the last video. Right now, I just want to say there's talk about sirens not showing emotions and like Celeste crying a lot and it being strange and her being considered like weird and like she should control her emotions and stuff. I can relate to that a lot because I'm hypersensitive and I cry all the time. I mean, if you see this channel, my other channels, I'm always crying about something of happiness, of sadness, but I'm always crying. I'm always very emotional. And so to read that, I'm just going to read you the extract. No matter what they said, and no matter how hard she tried, she could never stop herself. For the thousandth time, Celeste wished she were normal, that she was strong and could control herself, control her emotion. Even now, her feelings betrayed her and revealed too much. As I said, I'm hypersensitive and it's hard for me to control my emotions, especially around people. And I want to cry just like this little part just kind of made me cry. I'm not crying yet, but give me a second. You know, I can relate to that so much how I just feel so many things and sometimes I have to express them because my therapist says I can't keep things inside and I have to express my emotions. So, you know, I try to let myself cry whenever I need to. But it's true that people don't understand that. A lot of people are not as emotional as me. Of course, we're humans, we're not sirens, right? We still have emotions, but a lot of people around me, they're not as emotional as me. And it's really hard being this sensitive and feeling everything. And having people not understand you and people telling you to quiet down, you know? Not even in a mean way, you know? Just because that's not what you're supposed to do in this society and as well. And so I can relate to Celeste a lot. And I noticed yesterday, I think, on the cover, I'm gonna show you. On the cover, she's crying. I never noticed that until, like, just now. And, like, I think that's why I love this book so much, also because I can relate to Celeste a lot. Obviously, I mean, I'm very sensitive, and this book is just getting better and better. Like, I can relate to her quite a lot. And you can tell how human she feels. I think Kelsey did a great job of building that character. Because, as I said, I'm sensitive and I'm pretty creative, so I can always kind of relate to the characters. But here, I really relate to her, and it's really nice. So that's yet another positive point about this book. Yeah. And also, Kiami hooking up with the barmaid. I didn't mention that in the last video, but yeah, gays everywhere, and we love that. So I love it. I love it. Also, the way Redden like doesn't care about her is like super mean and weird to her, and like weirdly flirting with her, which is like I'm giggling a little bit, but like, but like he's kind of mean to her, and he's like threatening her like half the time, but also like she's crying, and he's like, is everything alright around here? And he's like looking at her and keeps his eye on her, and it's like, okay. Like he really cares for her in a like genuine way. I think it's cute, but also I want to slap him. But I love it. Yeah, Raiden is lucky he's cute. He's lucky he's cute, cause like I'm gonna keep reading. Don't mind my face. I just woke up, but oh no, she was forced to kiss him to pretend to be his wife. Oh no. I love this. I've read so much since the last time. I love this. I love this. I love this. I'm like. Okay, so I'm back after a few days. I was not at home. I was doing a work thing for like a weekend. It was like from I never know how you say it. It was like a training weekend where we get to meet everyone for the camp I'm going to work at this summer. And so I had the time to read a lot of chapters because I took the train, so I read in the train, and then I waited at the train station, so I could read then. And I read a bunch of times during the day because there were a lot of times where I would hide in my bedroom because there were lots of people and I didn't have much to do, so I would like read a chapter or two. And yeah, so I'm almost done. So yeah, I'm almost done with the book. I am enjoying it so much. Like, I was fully like at work and I was thinking about, oh my god, I can't wait to read the next chapter. I can't wait. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? So basically, I stopped at a very like crucial moment. Celeste just arrived at Luna Pesce. I think that's how you would pronounce it, because it sounds like Italian. Luna means moon, and pesce means fish. So I would assume you pronounce it Luna Pesce, so I'm going to pronounce it like that, but if that's not how you would pronounce it, just tell me. So she just arrived on the island, she saw her sister, and I was like, I knew something was up with her. I knew Stefan was not just like mentioned here and there for nothing. I knew something. I didn't know like she was going to be the voice of the ocean, but I was like, there's something fishy, pun intended. And so, yeah, and then Raiden just arrived. That's the end of the chapter. I haven't read past that because I was too busy last night. I'm going to read that today. I'm very excited. But basically what happened in the rest of the thing, we had a lot of cute moments with Raiden. I hate him, but also like, please kiss him, but also I slap him. I it's a lot. Yeah, the festival, I really like the festival. Like, he bought her an orange, that's really cute, and then they dance. Then she gets kidnapped, but let's skip that part. Valencia, what a queen. Also, I know she's like a bad guy, but like, what a queen. What a queen too. Like, I can't we can't deny that. So yeah, then she gets kidnapped. The heartbreak when she thinks like they left without her, I was like, no, they didn't. They cannot do that. Like, that's just not possible. So yeah, that was very emotional. And then they rescue her. I was like, yeah, okay, okay. Then they have a bunch of cute moments. Like, they kiss at the festival, and but it's like not a real first kiss, like it doesn't count. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cute. Then when they finally kiss, I was like, oh my god, finally. Oh my, just like all the other characters. Because then Kiami walks in and she's like, oh, that's why the drink's not taking that long, because YOLO. They said, oh my god, what did I say? They're swapping spit. I was like, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. Don't say that. But like, yeah, they were doing bets on when they would kiss. And I was like, yeah, honestly, me too. And it was really cute. Until it wasn't, and then she explored the jail, like the cells in the boat. Then she found Maeve, and I was like, oh no, oh no, this changes everything. What's happening? And then that whole chapter, I was like, no, no, what's happening? Let's go back, like, on the deck and kiss, like, please. And then that I put her in jail. I was like, no, no, why are you doing this? And so I was at work and I was like, fully like, I was like with my colleagues, not my future colleagues, and I was like, what are they gonna do with her? They're not gonna kill her? What are you, like, girl, you at work. Focus. Yeah, and then, you know, Kiami helped her escape. I love how Kiami, like, it said in the book that she's really like the best role model that Celeste has, because the mermaids, the sirens, they're all like they're honest with you, but they have no feelings. Like, they're very closed, you know. And Kiami, she just showed her that she can be vulnerable and cry in front of her and love someone, but also be strong. And I was like, yes. And she said, I don't know, I remember she said something, I think in the book she said something along the lines of, you know, out of every human, a siren, she was the best like woman she'd ever known. And I was like, yeah, honestly, Kiami is like one of the best characters in here. So yeah, she goes, you know, she dives into the ocean. Then she goes the hippocamp. I was like, girl, that was kind of funny. That was very, even in those tense moments, there's a lot of like funny things happening. Like, you're very invested, but also like, okay, we can laugh a little bit because there was a lot. So yeah, now she arrived on the island, and I can't wait to read what's next. But I'm kind of worried, and I know there are other books, like, not maybe not in the works, but like planned, and I don't want to reach the end. Like, I just don't want to finish reading it because I'm having such a good time. I'm like, I don't want it to end. I'm just gonna reread it again. Like, oh my god. So yeah, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen in the last few chapters. And yeah. Also, I need to show you, I don't remember the page, but like, I was so excited that they were kissing that I kind of ripped the page up. The top of the page, I don't know how I did it. Is it with a bookmark, whatever? I kind of ripped the page. I was so excited. But at least I know that I read the page at the chapter with the kiss. So if I want to reread that chapter, I know where it is because I ripped the page up. Yeah, that's a lot, and I'm very happy. It's one of the best books I've read like in a while. So I'm very, very happy, and I will get back to you once I'm done reading everything, which makes me sad, but it's fine. I'll read it again, and as soon as there's the other book, any other book by Kelsey, I will pre-order, order anything. I'm obsessed. So, as of yesterday, I am officially done reading Voice of the Ocean. And I mean, you can see like throughout the video, I've only had positive things to say about this book, and honestly, it's not changing right now. I was kind of scared of reading the end because I didn't want it to end, and so I kind of left it off for a couple of days. I was like, no, there's no end. This book is not ending. I can't believe that. But you know, at some point you have to read the end, and so this is a series. So this is book 1, and I cannot wait for book 2. Like when does it come out? Like what's the link to pre-order? Because I'm here. Please take my money. First off, I want to talk about like the cover and stuff, because this book, first of all, it's a big book. It's a hardback cover, and I love it. And just the design, I mean, look at that. This is so beautiful. Also, it's signed, so this is extra special. But like the story was really not what I expected at all. I usually don't care for romance books or movies because it's usually just like a girl wanting to have a man that's her entire goal in life is to find a man or something. And there's usually not much else happening, and I just don't really care for that. Like, I don't mind books when we have something happening and there's also a romance in it. I don't mind that, but when it's just romance, usually it's kind of like, I just don't like it. It's just not for me. And so I was kind of skeptical going into this. I was like, I think it's a romance book. It's not really my type, but because it says Kelsey, I'm gonna read it and see for myself. And so I was very surprised. Of course, there's a lot of romance in this book, and a lot of thirsting over Captain Ravenshop. I get it. I was thirsting too. But also, that's not the main story. The main story is about Celeste and how like she feels. And yes, there's Raiden and the whole like love aspect, but there's so much more than that. And she's going through so much. There's so much going on. First of all, the world building was incredible. Also, there's like a map, which I love when there's maps, because that allows me to visualize like very well. So I really like the map. And when there's a map, I know it's like usually good world building, because you wouldn't need a map if it wasn't good, you know? So yeah, I love the map and I love the world building. I could really imagine how things work, like within Storia and the chorus and everything. And even, I mean, I'm on human land, obviously I know how humans work, but you know, I could very much picture the cities in Port Veluno and Port Ronzi, and I could very much picture them. It was so well described, and I really loved it. I also love that this book does not romanticize everything. When Celeste first transformed to a human, obviously it's very painful, and just like I said, like she's naked from like, she's like butt naked. It's just a little detail, but it makes it so realistic. And yeah, of course people would think she's a drunk prostitute, because of course, but like that's not something you would expect in like a traditional romance book, if you will. So I was like, oh, it's going in this kind of direction. Okay, I like that. And just, yeah, a bunch of little details like that make it believable. And it's still fantasy. You can still feel like you're in another world and you're like experiencing something new, something fun. But also, it's realistic in a way that, oh, right, in real life, you can just do that, you know? Something else I talked about in the previous clips that I appreciated is the representation for queer people, notably, I mean, Kiami being like hooking up with the bartender, the barmaid, Nasir and Torben being like Paris husbands, and they're so cute. And I just love the representation. And I know she was like, okay, the main couple is straight, so we're gonna put everyone else is gay. And I just love that. We don't often see queer people represented that much and that casually in books also, because when there's a queer person in a romance book or in a book in general, it's always like the best friend, but it's like it's not really mentioned, or it's made, or it's like a big deal. And here it's just like, oh, Kiami just casually hooking up with a girl, and that's it. And these two men are married, and that's it. And they love each other, and they're so cute. And yeah, it's not forced. It doesn't feel forced, and it feels just genuine and cute. I really appreciated that, because it's important to have representation, especially in those like, it's a fantasy world. Oftentimes, those fantasy worlds, we don't have a lot of representation, and it's like they're like sirens and magic and stuff. You can have gay people, like, you know. So no, it was really amazing, and you can tell she put a lot of fun into it. It's great to have a book where you can find queer people without it being a big deal, or them being weird, or them being the bad guy also, because that's also like a trope. There's no like cliche about the predatory lesbian. Like, I don't know if Kiami's a lesbian or not. She's attracted to women, obviously, but like, there's no like, oh, she's coming on to Celeste and she's trying to flirt with her, and like, no, she's hooking up with that girl, but so she's just friends with Celeste, and like, it's just, normal human behavior, but lots of people have trouble understanding like people are also just human beings. So it felt very refreshing and it was very nice. So that's something I really appreciated all throughout. Of course, let's talk about Raiden. That man. That man. I was telling Celeste, please slap him. Please stab him, slap him, whatever. But also, please make out. Because I don't understand. I don't understand what this man wants. I mean, obviously, he's a very total character with everything going on with his father and everything. I think it's a great character because, like, yeah, I think in the book at some point, Celeste is like, I don't understand him. Like, sometimes he's nice with me, flirting with me, talking to me, and then the next day he's ignoring me totally, and I don't understand what's happening. And then you learn that he's working with his father to get the voice of the ocean. He's lying to everyone. All throughout the book, you're like, can you make up your mind? Like, please, like, kill each other or make out, but like, please. And also, I really like that at the end. So they like start like enemies, almost enemies, kind of weird enemies to lovers, and then they're enemies again because he betrays her. And that's hurt. Like, that's so hurtful when she says like he knew I was in love with him and he still betrayed me. I was like, ah, oh my god, I just want to slap him. I just want to slap him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But like, yeah, I really like that at the end, even though they have to work together because they don't really have a choice, she doesn't forgive him. She's not like, oh, you know what? I forget everything and just let's make out. It's like, no, obviously not. Like, no. And thank God. Like, of course, they're going to get back together at some point, obviously, because there are more books. Not right now. Like, that was not the time. And I really like that it was not focused on let's just make them get together. Like, no, let's make them get together when it's time. But sometimes, like, when he betrays her and tries to kill her, maybe let's not get back together. And I really like that because I also was very surprised at the end when basically they kidnapped the phone, she's the water of the ocean, everything. And then when they make her like rise the water, I was like, what in the Jesus name is happening? And then she makes it boil so that the sirens can breathe. And I was like, that is so clever. I would have never thought about it because, like, yeah, of course, like if it's hotter, there's less oxygen, so they can't breathe. And so, like, they can like kill every siren in the ocean. And I'm like, oh my god. And then when she raises the water, and at the end they get to, is it Port Veluno they get to at the end, and the water has like also risen there and destroyed part of the village. And it's like, oh my god, yes, of course, like it has real consequences in a way, like not just on them on this moment and then everything is solved. It's like it has real consequences on real human people.
Hi, I'm editing the video and I just had some thoughts that I don't think I explained clearly. Like, something I really liked in the book is that it really has stakes, but like they feel real. It's not just like birds or the stakes really feel real. Like, it's not just, oh, everything will be okay, like we'll just go through this, but then all of a sudden everything is okay. It's like the stakes are real. Like, Kiami almost dies, everyone almost dies a bunch of times, and the stakes for them, for their families, that's why it's a bit darker than I thought it would be. Yeah, the stakes are just much more important, and that's what makes it good for me. But I really like that here was a little bit darker, but it's not too much that it was overwhelming and overbearing, but like just enough to be realistic and have stakes that mattered, but also still kind of funny, kind of silly, and very cute. And yeah, that's something I really liked in the book. And also, I said I love Kiami. She's probably my favorite character, except for Celeste, obviously. If you find me, yeah, just it's a warning. If you find me writing fanfictions about Kiami from Both of the Ocean, mind your business. Mind your business. That's.
And when they see like the Port Veluno is like drowning, and they're like, oh my god, I have to write to my family because they're on the coast, and it's so heartbreaking. And I was like, oh my, like I was almost crying because like it's just so awful. And even last year, I was like, oh, the broken compass must be completely gone now because of the water, and it's like, oh my god, like why are you doing this to me? Like I want to kill the Pirate King even more now because like not only did you treat your son like that, but then you kidnapped the phone, you try to kill Celeste, and now you're drowning everyone. I really like that it was a twist, like, oh, Nerissa was working with him all along. And it was so well done. And the Pirate King, we don't see him until the last couple of chapters, and it works. We see him from afar, that's it, and we don't even talk to him. I want to kill him. I want to kill him. So it was such clever writing all along, and I was so, like, it was a roller coaster of emotions, and it was incredible. Also, as a screenwriter, I could totally see this book turn into like a series, and I would be watching. Like I'm obsessed because it was just so good, and then I could really picture it into like a TV show, a series, and that's just my mind because I'm a director, a filmmaker. So I just that would look so good and it would be so interesting. So I don't want to make this too long, but like I recently started watercolor painting, And not so long ago, I was inspired to do my own little mermaid. There you go. I just wanted to show it to you because I have no other excuse to show it to people. Voice of the Ocean, I would give it a 9 out of 10. Because, like, what do you mean that's your debut novel? What do you mean that's your debut novel? Like, I I just cannot wait for the rest of the series. I think Kelsey is also writing other books, and I'm like, I'm buying. I'm buying everything. Everything you have, I'm buying. I'm pre-ordering. This one is autographed by the author. I'm getting everything autographed by the author if I can. Like, I don't have money, but I'm going to spend it on Kelsey. This book was so much better than everything I could have expected. It was perfect. It was such a great debut novel. And it really inspired me also to keep writing because if you don't know, then I'm a writer. And I was kind of going through a drought when it came to writing. And this book really inspired me. And I was like, oh my God, I need to keep writing. I don't care if I don't get it published or anything, but like, I just need to keep writing. And it was such a great book and I really loved it. So, Kelsey, if you're watching, thank you for that book. It was absolutely incredible. I loved it. I will pre-order any book you make. Please make more books because that was incredible. And if you want to send them to me, if you want like send them to me before everyone else, I can be that girl. But no, like it was incredible, and I like cannot wait to read other books by her and other books from the series. And I can only recommend people to read this book. I am so sad it's over now. I don't want to reread it again like immediately, but I'm going to reread it like probably this year because it was incredible and I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. You can leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I guess I'll try to do more reading vlogs because I really enjoyed this one. So that's it. Thank you so much and I hope you're having a great day and I'll see you soon for another video. Bye!